Well, hey guys, I didn't see you there. Welcome back. All right, so I wanted to talk a little bit about the camera that I am bringing with me and just started shooting. It's a fairly new unit. It's pretty sweet, man. It's a Sony A7Riii in a Nauticam housing with the Zen 170mm lens or port, glass dome, and man, I'm really stoked. I'm going to show you guys a little bit about it. All right, let's get rolling because there's a hurricane on the way, and I want to make this video, but Dorian has other plans. I actually had to move my flight up a day. Looks like one of our crew members, Alex, is going to be stuck and have to ride the hurricane out before he is able to go out to the South Pacific and meet up with us. So I'm going to start breaking this camera down for travels. This whole back door comes off. It's pretty sweet. I'll pull the camera out and I'll actually be taking the lens off. Give her a little wipe down, nice little clean. Here's the actual camera. You know, I've started shooting with Sony and I think they make a quality product. Their cameras are sturdy, they're digital. I've been very, very happy with it. So first things first, let's get this lens cover on. Move this up. There you go. Get all the lens caps on. Bust them out. Here we are. Goes on like so. This has a variable zoom on it, so you can adjust. It's a 16 to 35mm Sony lens, glass lens. Wanted to go with a nice glass lens. It's a good camera, might as well. To get to this lens, take the bottom piece off, and there's a little release right there. Let's see if I can get to it. Alrighty. A little trickier with this piece on, but looks like we got it. Notice a few little, I noticed a little speck in there. Get out this fine brush. Looks good to me. Put this lens cap on. This is an E-mount, so pretty user friendly once you get used to it. I will put the camera back in the case to travel with. Let's get this guy on. Sweet. Just drop this in right here. Alright, the lens is ready to go. Let's keep moving down the line. So, I like to keep my camera inside the housing. I know I have a few camera people that are like, man, you gotta take it out, but my main focus is underwater photography, so I like to keep the camera in there. I know it's in there, it's mint, and in good condition, and ready to go when I am to get in the water. So, now that the tripod mount's back on, we'll slide this inside the camera. Once it's in, there's a little lock right here. You're all set once that's in there. Get this back door back on, and then we'll start breaking the outside of the camera down. So the guys at Read Photo and Video, the main thing is you don't want to force anything with this camera. You know, if a piece isn't coming apart or something's not coming off easy as it should, or it's not going on easy as it should, you shouldn't force it. Don't ever force it. you're probably not doing it right. And just slow down, have a look. I'll be actually traveling with this Izon Z330 strobe, I believe. Been using a strobe for about a year now. I really enjoy the challenge of it. It's not easy, but you know, nothing worthwhile is. When you get that cool shot, it does make it all worth it. And looking forward to play with it and get better. A little bit harder to free dive with this rig than my last, but hey, it takes better photos. That's the trade-off. Alrighty, let's get this strobe off. That's what I was working on. So you got the arms right here. I just went with the aluminum arms with the ball joint. I lube these up with a Tef gel to make sure they don't seize up. You know, it sucks to have the aluminum and the stainless touching. It always really comes into problems if you work on boats. You kind of understand that. This is actually cool. It breaks down quite a bit. This little ball joint coming off. Here. All right, so that one's ready to go. That will go into another bag. Now, let's get all this tucked away. From here, it's time to take the dome off. Fun. Let's see. So we got this main hatch here, and then we got the lock for the dome on this side right here. You can see they're red. It has a little release button. Let's do it. This one goes to this top portion right here, and then this middle piece actually comes off, and that's the zoom for the lens. They all have lens caps. We'll get them all boxed up, and I'll show you guys how I put them away in my suitcase. I zoomed in here a little bit so y'all can see what I'm doing. There's a little tab that goes up. You gotta push the button and turn it to the right to release it. Now, this dome should turn off. You have a circle and a line that kind of show you where things go. And there she goes, pops right off. Now that we got that off, let's get this big cap on it, protect it. I'll have a look at that later separately, but I always like to put the lens cap on so nothing's getting in. And then you can move on to the next project. All right, the next project being this one. So I released it, and this one, I believe, just pops out. Comes out like that with the release. So now that that's out, we'll have to get the next one. All right, just goes right on and then locks, and that's all it takes. And that's how you put this back on. You match up these dots right here, dot to dot, kind of like the E-mount, and just lock it up. That's it. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna get this cleaned up so it's ready to be used. Just get a nice cloth. This is a old Costa microfiber. Give it a little clean up. She's gonna be my workhorse. Like I said, just lock it. All right, that's done. That's how that's going to travel. The camera is in there, nice protected. Actually, we got one more. Take this ball joint off so that it doesn't get in the way. This will actually be part of my carry-on. I'll carry this on the flight because I don't want this equipment to be checked and thrown around in luggage. So yeah, I went with the ThinkTank camera bag, and it's pretty sweet, I must say. Pretty well protected, pretty low key. Doesn't look like there's a camera in there. It looks like any other bag. Then we'll actually put these screws back together. I will be traveling with this Allen set. It's just good to have. Came with the camera, came with the housing. It came with the housing, I should say, and you know, this whole camera comes apart with Allen wrenches, so definitely a good thing to have. Sweet. Now that that's together, this camera is ready to be packed. The reason I chose Nauticam housing is because they are very durable, and yeah, should fit right in there. Sweet. All right, let's check this bad boy out. Good white bit. You know, I have a soft cooler that I soak these things with, but as you can see, taking them apart, it's actually pretty good because there is still a little bit of salt. Wipe that clean. And then when putting this back together, you always want to use the little gel for the seals, a little white gel. Silicone paste, whatever you want to call it. All right, let's have a look in the dome. Let's see how it looks. This is the hard part, is actually cleaning in the dome. I don't know anyone that likes to do that. Give it a good little wipe. Blow some of that dust off. Definitely don't want to blow your spit in there. You can use spit on the outside of the lens. Okay. All right, this piece is good to go. I'm going to put that. This is an important piece. The main thing is not scratching this dome, so I'm actually going to slip it in here. Not meant to go in there, but it fits. Barely. Alright guys, this is how I will be traveling. For the most part, you know, I have to organize it, but this is the ThinkTank International carry-on. Camera goes in really nice there. You know, this how the bottom's on the bottom. Took off the ball joint so it fits a little bit better. Little cleaning kit, strobe, dome, hard drive, Garmin, inReach, and I'll be traveling with a GoPro. This is the underwater housing, and the lens for the lens case, and I will be carrying this on to keep it protected. I appreciate you guys watching this video. I know it's been a little bit rushed, but that's how hurricanes go. Catch y'all later.